Good morning, guys. How you doing? Hope you're good. Welcome to the Morning JB Show. It's great to have you. Bank holiday. I hope you're enjoying your time with your family, with your families, and having a great one. So if you are coming through, please do make sure you like, comment, and share. Let me know you've been through. Today we're going to be talking about people that always, and maybe you're one of those people that always says, "This is a brand new start. I'm changing. This is it. This is the time. This is the moment." And we say that out of the spur of the moment and that emotional drive. Maybe we've been drinking too much. Maybe we've been eating too much. Okay, but we just kind of got to that point where we said, "I need a new start." Now, you might have said it before, or I've seen people saying it before, and they've never really followed through with it. And that is because a lot of the time, there is no plan, there is no structure, there is no depth to that comment. So suddenly real life comes along and smacks you in the face, and you forget everything that you wanted to do. All right, so I've got a couple of pointers to help you along the way. Some pointers for you to think about. Should you be oh God, that was not a plan. That was not planned. Should you be wanting to have some depth about why you want to change and how you're going to change? Let me just sort this out. Obviously, technical issues with the fucking phone falling off. I'm gonna have to hold it. So I'm going to give you some ideas and some pointers to go through, all right, to give you some structures. So the first one is, why do you want to change? And I think this is a key question that you have to ask yourself, is what has prompted you to say, "I need to change, this has to change, my life has to take a different direction"? Now, it might be that you have been drinking too much recently, eating too much recently, maybe you don't like the reflection in the mirror. Maybe it's just that you are unhappy with consistently like stressing out in life and having no direction and figuring out who you are. Maybe you've been seeing your mates who have been changing and you kind of feel now is your time to do the same thing. But you have to remember the reason why that you wanted to change. And behind that, there has to be even a little bit more in-depth thought, as in, how did I even get to this point? How did I get to the point where I am right now, where I don't feel very confident, or I don't feel very happy, or I don't really know who I am, or I've put on a lot of weight, or I'm drinking too much? Like, how have you got to this point right now in your life? And I think when you get to that point, you remember why you want to change. So when it gets really tough and real life kicks in, you can turn around and go, "Fuck, that's why I wanted to change." And it's almost your reason, it's your purpose, it's your underlying like fundamentals that are going to get you out of your pit, are going to get you to the gym when you need to, are going to make you track your calories when you need to, going to make you show up that 1% a day when you need to. And I think that's the power of realizing why you want to change and where you've come from and how you've got to where you are, and not wanting to go back to that place. Okay. Second point is plan. You know, what do you want to do in terms of your fitness? Do you want to swim? Okay, do you want to run? Do you want to go to the gym? Do you want to do HIIT workout? Do you want to do cycling? So a lot of people that say they want a fresh start, they want to change, they want this new life, don't really know what they want in terms of, okay, well, I want a new life. What am I going to do? Am I going to hit the gym? Sometimes you might need to hire advice, hire a coach to get you started. Some of you might hire a PT, some of you might go online, some of you might join a boot camp, and that will give you some clear direction about your exercise or some structure you'll learn. But have a plan about what it is that you're going to do and how you're going to make that change. When you say you're going to change, let's say for 12 weeks you're going to stick with HIIT workouts, or you're going to stick with this gym. That way you have a clear idea about what you're going to do. Okay, third thing is accountability. You must somehow find accountability. Without accountability, you will get literally away with murder. When you don't feel like working out, you don't have anyone to be accountable to. Think about your kids when they come home. I always say this, okay, they usually just throw their uniform on the floor. They don't really tidy their room. Teenagers are nightmares. And unless us as parents hold them accountable, then the homework's never going to get done. The uniform's never going to get hung up. Their room is never going to get tidy. Just like you saying you want to change, without accountability, if you don't do your workout, no one's ever going to go, "Hey, why didn't you do your workout? Why didn't you track your calories? Why weren't you up when the alarm went? Why did you press snooze?" Accountability. That's my job role for the guys that invest with me in the Brotherhood. I hold them accountable. And depending on what level of membership you get a different level of accountability and accessibility. So you need to find some way of finding that, okay? Because without accountability, you never reach your maximum level. You never reach the heights that you want to. You never take it to the next level. You'll just coast, or you'll accept an excuse and miss that training. Fourth thing is routine, habits. Let's say in the right order. Habits, routine, and structure. Without developing good habits, without developing and working on routines, without building structure, you're just going to be chaos. It's just going to be a complete cluster. You're not going to be able to have direction. So having a morning routine, having a lunchtime routine, having an evening routine, having a transition routine from work through to personal space, building up solid habits. You don't have to do all of this at once. Remember, this journey goes from the minute that you say, I need to change, to the day that you die. So you have years to master this and create the masterpiece, which is you. All right, so suddenly we've gone from saying that we want to change and not really having any depth to our plan, to now suddenly having, okay, so I'm going to understand why I want to change. I've got an idea of what training I want to do. I've now got accountability, and now I'm going to build up some habits, routines, and structures. So suddenly we go from nothing to having some format, some platform, some vision, some direction. Now the difference between if you implement just those points I give you versus not having anything is the fact that you're more likely to last longer than 2 to 3 weeks. Because the biggest downfall for most people that start this type of journey is they don't continue it because real life smacks them in the face. Okay? Real life being work, commitments, responsibilities, and you not being able to cope with that, as well as coping and dealing and building your own life. Personal management is key. Personal management is probably one of the most essential skills that you can have as an individual to build up your health, your business, your relationships, the way you look, and just organising your life. And it's the biggest reason that most guys don't last more than 2 to 3 weeks, because life just swamps them like a tidal wave. All right, so I hope some of those points were handy for you. They're helpful. Implement them. Let's just review them one more time. So we talked about understanding why you want the change and what's next. We're talking about the fitness plan, how you're going to get fit, what you're going to do. You're going to talk about accountability and talking about habits, routines, and structure, and developing them along the way. All right, guys, have a great day. Enjoy your bank holiday, and I'll catch you soon.